Hello and good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez. Thank you for coming to Story Place Preschool for Janelle's Parent-Teacher Conference. How was the drive over?
It was really good. Thanks for having us.
Yes, you're welcome. So as you know, I'm Mr. Mike and I am the teacher assistant in Mighty Maple's classroom, which is a self-contained classroom, and Janelle is one of the two girls in our room, and we have seen a lot of developmental gains throughout the year. So today in this parent-teacher conference, we're going to be talking about the gross motor skills, which are her large muscles that she has developed a lot throughout the year. So when she first came into our classroom, she liked to run around the classroom a lot and check out everything. And she was very busy. Do you guys see that at home as well?
Oh, definitely. I think
She's a busybody.
She's a busybody.
She's here and there.
So do you guys have a play area for her at your house?
We do. We have a separate room with some play mats in it. She likes climbing on things.
She moves around a lot, but yeah, we do.
That's great because we definitely see that here at school as well. She loves to climb. She loves to climb so much on the playground, which is actually really good for her gross motor skills because we have a ladder that has 6 steps to it. And at the beginning of the year, she only went up 2 of them. And now she is starting to go up the whole thing without any of her help.
That's
and
great. Very adventurous.
Yeah, do you guys have any climbing structures at your house or no?
We do in the backyard. We have a swing set she likes to go up.
Okay, because I could tell from the beginning of the year when she first came into the classroom that she was very comfortable with climbing. So comfortable to the point where she would climb in areas that she probably shouldn't have been climbing, but we redirected her into a spot where she could do some great climbing. So that's the first gross motor skill that we've really been seeing, her climbing. And then the second one is her cozy coop riding. She really loves to go into the little mini punch buggy that we have, and she uses her feet to move across the playground. And at the beginning of the year, she really needed a teacher's help to be pushed around in it. But now she can really use her feet to go around the whole playground, which is awesome. And this shows teachers evidence that her gross motor skills are developing because it's becoming easier for her to move around, and she's also becoming faster when she does it. So
Great.
Yeah.
We might have to get her one for Christmas.
You guys definitely should because she loves it. She's our star girl for that. She loves to go in it, and we only have 2 of them at the playground, so
We love to hear that.
yeah. So those are the gross motor skills, and then we're also going to be talking about fine motor skills, which are small muscles. So when I hold this pen using this is called the pincer grasp, and every activity that I do holding small items is portraying and showing you fine motor skills. And Janelle has very good fine motor skills, and we've noticed this from the beginning of the year when she grabbed big chubby crayons and went to go draw on everything. And Janelle loves to draw. Do you guys have a drawing area at your house?
Yes, she's definitely our little artist.
Yeah, she absolutely loves to draw so much, and whenever she draws, we always try to get her fingers in the right place on the pen, or pencil, or the big chubby crayons that we have.
Yeah, we were wondering where she got that from because she's very good at that.
Yeah, our physical therapists and OT therapists have been working a lot with it with her, and it's a hard thing to learn because we use the big chubby Crayola crayons, and now she's using the smaller ones, but she kind of prefers the big ones, so it's all kind of a learning process to which crayon she wants to use. But there is some fine motor work that needs to be worked on, which is when she's stacking blocks and in the wood area, it's really hard for her to fully grasp onto the blocks that we have. But I just think that's because her hands are kind of tiny, and through growth and development, her hands will become bigger and it'll be easier for her to grab onto stuff. So what I really want to talk about is her social development. So when Janelle first came into our classroom, she was very, very shy, and she didn't talk to anyone in our class. And that's pretty typical for a 3 or 4 year old on the spectrum. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of getting used to the classroom to be able to talk to others. Do you guys? Is there any times where she has social interactions at home other than with you guys?
She's pretty shy. If we have someone new come into the house, I would say she's apprehensive maybe to greet them, but I do think she's shown more comfort with other people since being in the school.
We try to get her to interact with different people that come over, whether it's like friends, family members, anybody, even, people dropping off packages, whatever, trying to get her to wave and say hello, but it's definitely something we're working on.
That's great that you guys are working on it, because throughout the year, I can see that she has increased with her social development, and she is waving to teachers in the hallway and communicating in her way with her other friends that are in the classroom. Mm-hmm. And at the beginning of the year, we did not see that at all. So it's very important as a parent to engage her in those moments. Any moment you can. I know you just said that you have her talk to the post office or the Amazon guy when they're dropping off packages, and that's great, because getting them used to strangers is what really builds their social development skills.
Yeah, she's definitely done better since being in school.
That's awesome. I think the Mighty Maples is a really good placement for her, and there's definitely a lot more work to be done with the social aspect of it, but I also just think that comes with age and being used to the school that you're in. Mm-hmm. And that's it for the social. So then we're going to talk about the cognitive, which is all thinking skills and memory and all sorts of areas in that aspect. And Janelle has very good cognitive skills. And one of our goals that we have for her is when she's on the light table, which is basically a big light table, shines from the bottom to the top. She counts blocks very quietly. She'll be like 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. And then when a teacher comes near her, she'll almost stop talking and like talk to herself quietly. So do you guys see that at home? Does she count to herself at all? Or
I don't know if she's as shy around us just because of
Yeah.
her parents, but
Mhm.
I definitely can see her doing something like that if it's around strangers. So you're saying that do you think she's embarrassed by it, or do you think she just doesn't know how to count in front of other people?
I think she's really shy to the point that she thinks she's doing it wrong, but
Okay.
it's called, there's a slight jargon to it. So she goes 1, 2, 3, and then she'll be like 6, 7, 9, 10. So she'll miss some numbers, and that's actually very typical in children that are this age. And one of our developmental milestones and what we're trying to get her to do is to count to 10. That's our goal, is for her to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the blocks. And I think it's just consistency, repetition, and just being able to have counting toys. So my recommendation for you guys, if you don't already, you probably do, is to have a toy where she could be engaged with and also count it at the same time, because she's very into that kind of stuff, into counting. And I think if she's more comfortable around the parents, then it would be awesome for you
Maybe
guys.
like a leap pad learning.
Yeah.
Counting.
Should we encourage her to like count stuff that we're doing around the house too? Like if we bring like apples back from the grocery store, have her count them.
Absolutely. That's the best way for children to learn, because they are so new to all like the stimulus in their environment. So if I had 1, 2 apples, Janelle would be very intrigued on what this is already.
Right.
So she would probably just start playing with it like this.
Right.
So then you can go over next to her and be like, how many do we have? 1, 2, and it's definitely gonna take a lot of time to get to 10. Kids reach that milestone at very different times and different ages in their life, but that's our one goal for the end of the year. And we do have one more goal for her, is colors. So when Janelle is drawing with her crayons, she can say blue, and she goes blue with a lot of U's at the end, and then black is also the same way. But she also draws with green, yellow, and red. And I've heard her try to say yellow, but one of our goals is for her to say the appropriate colors that she's using. So with that, you can also, with the number counting, you can do color, just like talk about what color is what. For example, this is red, this is green.
Gotcha.
So maybe have her make a pile of the green and a pile of the red.
Yes,
and then count them. Or something.
Yeah, and there's, for children her age, knowing all the colors is, for typical children it's normal, but for atypical children on the spectrum, knowing all your colors is actually really hard, because there's some colors that really look similar. For example, orange and red, children can really get confused. Pink and red, purple and blue. But she already does know blue and black, so I have seen, and my other teachers have seen, that she knows some of her colors. So
Some better than others.
yeah, we're gonna really work on that. And other than that, that's really all we've had from Story Place in the first couple of months having Janelle. Do you guys have any questions for us?
No, I think she really likes the school, and I think I've seen her improve since she's been there. So
That's
I
great.
think it's awesome that you guys do that. And you guys have a lot of students like similar to her, or is she
Yeah,
kind of
so
unique? Like,
we work in a 10-1-2, meaning that there's 10 children, 1 main teacher, and 2 teacher assistants. And there's 1 other girl in our classroom, which is awesome, because I feel as if Janelle can cooperate and talk to her. And we've also seen her talk with her other peers and other friends in the room, especially when we're doing drawing activities. We'll take out really big pieces of paper and spread it on the whole table, and Janelle will go to town with the crayon with her friends, and they'll be drawing somewhere, and her friends will be drawing over it, and they'll make all these pretty pictures. So it's really cool to see her engaged in the students in our room. It's going to take time for her to be comfortable with the other teachers, new teachers, other children that are in the school, but for right now in the Mighty Maples, I feel like she's really comfortable in there.
that's awesome. Well, thanks for everything you guys do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
thanks for
guys so
having us.
much.
Appreciate it.
You're
Can't wait to
welcome.
see like how she continues to learn, and she loves the school. So
Me too. We'll keep in touch,
Thanks,
guys.
Mr. Mike.
All right, thanks. Bye.